Hi. I don't think this is going to work, do you? I know they're for our own good, but not today, eh? I'm going to read you a story. It's called Medical by Morgan Melhuish. My tummy rumbled dangerously. A gurgling growl of warning. Someone's a little nervous, the doctor said. Ever since the massacre of my family at Downing Street, the mere mention of the word doctor had sent me into a cold sweat. But it was true. I had been secretly dreading this medical examination, but apparently it was a condition of getting the job as Lord Mayor of Cardiff. So here I was on a wet Wednesday being prodded and poked by a Welshman with cold, wandering hands. I let out a long, rasping fart. Oops. A tad anxious, I admitted. So I can smell. He tutted and carried on, pushing his glasses up the bridge of his nose. At least I didn't smell of TCP, brute and desperation. I was concerned, though. How would the carcass of Margaret Blaine hold up to close inspection? This old skin suit of mine. I hadn't expected to be stuck in her for quite so long, and could hardly pop it on a boil wash down the laundrette. Or patch it up if it wore and tore. It was already wearing a little at the crotch. A tad irregular. He jotted something down on the forms he had to complete as he took my blood pressure, the tight blue band inflating around my upper arm and deflating with a hiss. My stomach felt like that. Smoke? He asked. Never. Drink? Rarely. The odd glass at mayoral functions, you understand. She had to be so careful. Humans were obsessed with fermenting and sticking acetic acid into their fluids. How much exercise are you getting? I like to get out when I can. I smiled at the thought of a recent weekend in the Brecon Beacons, rambling naked over the hills, slaughtering hikers and roasting their eyeballs over a campfire. Delicious. The press had put it down to wolves. A big, bad wolf. It was a catchy headline. The duties of office can be so restricting. As if to punctuate the point, my belly gave a body burp. Well, it'll come as no surprise to you that I think you should lose weight. Rude, I thought. I stopped myself from snarling. Instead, I simpered. Takeaways. That's my weakness. I love going for an Italian. A Chinese. How many Jubilee pizza boys had I polished off in the last month? The problem was they were all so delicious and disposable. Strict diet for you, Ms. Mayor. No one wants a repeat of your predecessor. Yes, she had managed to scare the previous mayor, Barry Jackson, to death. Luckily, it looked like a simple heart attack. Let's check your ticker. Lift up your blouse for me. Now breathe in. This doctor was a little too free and easy with his stethoscope. What would he hear? Certainly not a heartbeat. The whirring of the compression field. Very peculiar. He went to write something else on the forms. Hang on, I snapped sharply. He looked up, shocked, pen in hand. I'm sorry, doctor. I instantly softened my tone. But does this mean I don't get a clean bill of health? Miss Blaine, he started, I have no choice but to recommend you be removed from office. I'm not even sure how you're still alive. It beggars belief. High blood pressure, no discernible heartbeat. Come now, doctor. I do have a heart. The trapped wind, flatulence, or whatever it is, the obesity. He was exasperated and spitting, I noticed. The zip. The zip, he echoed me, puzzled. Oh, well, I had tried. I had tried to go along with this little charade, this annoying quirk of HR. Just here. I pointed to where it had been hidden behind a perception filter. But this cannot be. He pulled on the zip, tugging, and I watched as a flickering strobe danced across his uncomprehending face, a face now aghast with horror. I like to think his disgust was at the wave of gas released now the compression field was reversed, not at my true, magnificent form. Freed from Margaret Blaine, I grabbed him with a powerful arm and lifted him high. "Sign the papers," I hissed at the doctor. He choked a little, his arms waving around pathetically as his glasses slid crookedly down his face. "Do it, and I will release you." He whimpered his assent and scrawled indecipherably on the paper. "Thank you." I smiled. "Now, doctor, let's see which of us really is the fittest." I hope you enjoyed it. I think it's blooming great.